spoke was very similar to Hebrew, biblical Hebrew. They were speakers of what we call a West Semitic language or form of Phoenician Hebrew. I mean, Phoenician and Hebrew are distinct languages, but they're as distinct as British is from American. Yeah? Same language, but different. Since then, I mean, since the discoveries that have been made, I can tell you that the Hyksos were the people who ruled over the land of Canaan, which is now Israel and Lebanon. They ruled over the land of Canaan, and they built and expanded their empire in a very great arc which embraced and encompassed Greece, the island of Crete, the Aegean area, and Egypt. And they conquered Egypt in 1730 BC and established their empire. So their empire extended from the land of Canaan. They went into the Aegean area and then into Egypt. They had a distinctive form of architecture, which is discernible in all of their places, wherever they built. And most of their buildings are in the land of Canaan, that is, in what is now Israel. The Bible says that the city of Hebron was built 7 years before the city of Zoan in the land of Egypt, and Zoan was the capital of the Hyksos Empire of Egypt. I'll explain what that means. They conquered Memphis. They conquered Egypt. They conquered Egypt down to Noamon, probably. But they wouldn't establish their capital in the Egyptian city, which is here. They built the capital city here, on the easternmost branch of the Nile, on the edge of the Sinai Desert. And why did they do that? It was militarily and administratively more convenient. They built it at the edge of the Sinai Desert, just, you know, an over desert trip by land, and probably a short trip by sea. And by the way, the city is called, in Egyptian, it was called Ja'an. In Hebrew, it is called Zoan. And in Greek, it is called Tan. It's Tan with the IS at the end of it. Tanis. The Greeks add that S thing, you know. Anis. What's the problem?
Oh, I'm just smiling because it's featured in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Well, of course.
Very recognizable to me.
Really. It's interesting that it is a ruin, and it's called Tel, which means ruin, but it's called Tel al-Yehudiya, which means